PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. You may be familiar with it, you may have it, a friend have it, or you've heard about it, but I wanted to share to you my experience about PCOS. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and ever since I was young, ever since I had period, I had irregular period. I consulted my doctor in the Philippines, and during that time in the 90s, it was not PCOS yet. It was just irregular menstruations. The gynecologist prescribed to me anything that they think that could regulate my menstruation. To name a few, it was Provera, Clomid, birth control pills. That was after high school. Imagine me from high school until I graduated college. 10 years have passed and I still have irregular menstruation. Nobody knows the cause. Nothing is wrong with my organ, but they said that sometimes the lining is thick. That's why I couldn't menstruate. They prescribed to me birth control so that it could regulate menstruation, but it didn't help me at all. It just let my weight gain and hormones got out of whack. Fast forward, I came to America and got married, and there's still PCOS there. Sometimes I would menstruate, sometimes I won't, and sometimes there's spotting only, and sometimes there's heavy bleeding that just comes out of nowhere. 2018, I was in Amsterdam airport. I was going to check in to catch the flight, and suddenly gush of blood, big blood just came out of me. And I'm sorry, but if you're not gonna listen to this, you can scroll up. Anyway, fast forward again, 2022, March 2022. One day, 2 days before my period, my blood pressure was off the hook. I never ever had a blood pressure of 200 over 100. I never had blood pressure that never goes down, even if I've taken aspirin, which I don't have any medication for high blood pressure. And then 2 days later, my period came. And when my period came, it never stopped. I was going through diapers every 5 minutes. So I went to the emergency room and had myself checked. That was the first time. And then they said, oh, it's your blood pressure, nothing is wrong with you, it's like regular menstruation, your hemoglobin is normal. And then they sent me home, just giving me metoprolol. And then I was home, I'm still flowing. Every 5 minutes, I'm still flowing. I went back to the emergency room in a different hospital. And mind you, my copay was $1,000 because I have a insurance that does that during that time. And second time I went, they said hemoglobin is fine, there's nothing wrong with my organs, that is just a normal menstruation. I was home, I'm still bleeding, going through the whole pack, 2 packs, 3 packs of diapers, changing every 5 minutes. And every time I stand up, I get dizzy. That means my hemoglobin levels were really, really low. So I said, I'm gonna go to the hospital, they're gonna check me, and I'm not going home until they find out, whatever. The third time I went to the emergency room, guess what they said to me? They said, oh, just in time for you to come here because you could have drifted away if you have not come here. And I said to them, what are you talking about? This is my 3rd emergency room visit. I've been here, I've been coming here, and I have always been sent home. I came to a different hospital, that's why, because I didn't want to go back to the first and the second one that I went to. Anyway, I was in the hospital, they had to do a blood transfusion. They couldn't find anything except that they said that there's a little polyp. So what they did is do a DNC procedure where they go inside and they take biopsy in your lining and just check, if everything is okay over there. Nothing, everything is clear. No cancer, nothing. The doctor said, you have options. First option is so that you will not have heavy bleeding anymore and have cancer problems in the future. I'm going to remove your ovaries and do a hysterectomy right here, right now. And then my husband was there, and my husband said, no, she's still in her 40s. Give her a chance. Don't take away her womanhood. And that's what my husband said. Maybe she could still bore a child if it's really for us. He said, what's the second option? My husband asked, and the doctor said, the second option is to put progesterone IUD in her, and that's called Mirena. They put the Mirena in. A couple of days after, they put the Mirena in, so I asked the doctor, Doc, what's the reason of the heavy bleeding? And the doctor said, I can't say any reason at all. It just be your hormones. It's probably just the PCOS. Ladies, PCOS is really a silent disease. There's a lot of us suffering from it. A lot of us have to acknowledge, a lot of us have to be educated about PCOS. And after the Mirena, I became a different person. I gained a lot of weight. The heaviest that I had was probably about 212, and probably more than that, because when I saw the scale above 200, I stopped weighing myself and I said, this is something, and I have to do something about it. And that's when I came upon GLP-1, and so far for my almost 9 months in this medication, I don't even know if I have PCOS anymore. My period comes regularly. My hormones are leveled. Insulin resistance is also one of the causes of PCOS is not there anymore. My blood pressure is normal. I'm pre-diabetic, which is also one of the causes of PCOS if you don't know. And everything is normal. My A1C used to be 6 and now I'm 5. Take a look at this medication if it's for you, and it could really help PCOS tremendously. Open your mind up and just take a look at this medication, especially with weight gain. That's my story about PCOS. Bye.